Hi, I'm Louise. I'm going to work you through just a small standing Pilates routine. It's great if you've been spending a lot of time sitting or at a desk. If you are unsteady on your feet, it might be worth having a chair or a wall handy that you can just keep hold of if you feel unsteady at all. So we're going to start with our feet together and just take your toes out and your heels out so your feet are hip width apart. And we're going to just rock gently forwards onto your toes and back onto your heels. Just feeling that weight transfer. And just start to slowly make that movement smaller and smaller until you feel you're centered nice and evenly on your feet. And then we're going to take the weight from side to side onto your left foot and your right foot. Again, just feeling that transfer of weight in your feet. And then just find gain the center position by making the movement smaller and smaller. Now once we're in the center, just be aware of the heel, the base of the big toe and the little toe, like a little tripod. You're just going to feel the weight evenly into both feet there. And then start to just feel a little energy lifting you and making you grow a little taller. Feel like you lengthen your waist and feel the roof of your mouth just floating up towards the ceiling, feeling length through the back of your neck. I'm just going to take a breath in and just lift the shoulder blades and breathe out to drop the shoulder blades. Breathing in to lift and out to drop. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Each time those shoulder blades drop, just feel like the roof of the mouth lifts towards the ceiling and you start to feel like you're growing even taller, lengthening your whole body towards the ceiling. Let's do 2 more of these lifts and lowers. Fabulous. So we're going to warm up the legs a little now. Just going to lift the right heel off the floor and we're going to alternate with the left. So just like a little walking on the spot, keeping the toes on the floor, pressing the heel down into the floor with each movement. And making sure you're feeling even through the front of the feet. So feel the big toe and little toe are taking even weight with each step. Not rolling the foot in or out. Keep that feeling of tallness through your body. And just pressing down and through. Pelvis should be nice and level. We're just feeling that movement in the hips and the knees. Just warming those calves. I'm going to do some small squats. So we're going to bend your knees and just stick your bottom out behind you and then grow up tall. Back to that tall position. And I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see me doing this. And we want to feel that as we squat, it's as if there's a chair behind you, you're going to sit onto it. So the tailbone pops out behind you. What we don't want to do is to round the back at all. So nice flat spine as you sit down, sinking into your hip sockets, down and up. Again, coming all the way up tall each time. And let's add the arms into that. So we're going to take the arms forwards and press back as we come up. As you push back, feel that you open those shoulder joints, widen the collarbones, and come up tall, pressing into the heels and squeezing into your bottom muscles. Breathing in. 2 more. That's great, well done. So we're going to move into the bottom muscles now. We're going to do a standing clam. So you're just going to come onto the toe of one of your feet and just pop it onto the floor. Now keeping the pelvis nice and level, we're just going to turn the knee out and back in. And we're going to do 8 of these. That's 3 and 4. Keep tall on your standing leg. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Lovely. Back to the center, opposite leg. Lift the knee, nice and tall. Breathing out, breathing in. do that once more on each side. If you felt that that was hard enough for you, stick at the level. What you can do to work a little harder is just bring the toe towards the knee joint. Make sure you're even. This is where you may need your chair or wall to support you. And we're just going to bring the knee out again and in. Keep standing nice and tall, lengthening through the standing leg. 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's repeat that on the opposite side. Again, holding on if you need support, standing nice and tall, breathing out and in. 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Lovely. And just find that centered position again. And we're going to move up and into the shoulders now. So I want you to turn your palms to face up with your elbows bent. And we're just going to open the shoulders as we open the palms out to the side. So just feel with each movement that your collarbones open and widen. Still feeling nice and tall with the roof of the mouth reaching to the ceiling. 6, I'm going to do 8, 7 and 8. And then bring your hands to face forwards with the elbows bent. So we're going to move up into the shoulders now. We're going to take the arms up into the air, circle down and come back to the center. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And we're going to reverse that. Coming down and reaching up. A nice big wide circle. Try and keep your shoulder blades in your back pockets as if they're sliding down into the back pockets, trying not to lift the shoulder blades up to your ears if possible. Nice big reach through and again. Now we're going to go up first this time, and if you can, if you feel able to, rise onto your toes as you reach up. So coming up and circling down and around and coming up, again drawing the tummy in as you reach up, lengthening through the spine. 2 more. And let's reverse that, coming down and up. And bring the arms down. So we're going to do a little stretch into the spine now. I want you to breathe up, taking your right arm up towards the ceiling, nice and soft in the shoulder, so you don't want the shoulder here. And we're just going to drop the ear to the shoulder and lean over to the side. And this is called a mermaid. And we're going to grow nice and tall as we come back up again and bring the arm back down. So breathing in, take the arm up, opposite arm, breathe out, coming over into that lovely, you're making a lovely C stretch, back up and down. First side again. Breathing in. As you go over to the side, feel like each bone moves one at a time through your spine. I'm pressing my heel into the floor and reaching into my fingertips to make a lovely big curve there. Once more to each side. Up and over and back and down. Breathing in and out and in and out. Super. We're going to do a little rotation now, so bring your arms up here and you want to feel again those lovely wide collarbones and your elbows reaching out to the sides of the room. And we're going to imagine we've headlights on our pelvis facing forwards, and we're going to keep those headlights forwards. I'm going to turn my upper body around to the wall to my right, and I'm pushing my right hip forwards to try and keep my pelvis nice and centered. And then I'm going to step around to that side. And then I'm going to turn my upper body back, trying to keep my pelvis facing towards my right. And then I'm going to step back round to the center. Opposite side, we're going to come to the wall to your left side and step around, and then bring the hands back and step around, and then bring the arms down by your sides. So breathe in, take the arms up to the ceiling, interlink your fingers and place them behind your head. Again, nice relaxed shoulder blades, feeling nice and tall, elevating through the roof of your mouth. Make sure you don't push your head forwards here, so pressing your head gently into the back of your hands. I'm going to take your elbow, reaching up to the ceiling, stretching through the side, and coming back to the center. And again, and back to the center. And back, and reach, and back. Now just soften into your knees a little. Keep those headlights on your pelvis facing forwards. We're going to rotate the upper body around. As I turn to my right, I'm pushing my right hip forwards. And as I turn to my left, I'm pushing my left hip forwards. Just to keep that pelvis nice and still, you should feel that movement in between your shoulder blades. And back to the center and bringing the arms down. So I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see me now. We're going to come into a little squat position with your hands on your knees, nice straight spine. I'm going to do a rounding movement for the back and an arching movement for the back. So just want you to just start to tuck your tailbone under and draw your tummy muscles in as you look down towards your belly button. And then we're going to reverse that curve, sending your tailbone up to the ceiling, lifting your chest forwards as you draw your shoulder blades down into your back pockets. And again, rounding and arching. Try and feel the whole spine moves as one, and we're keeping a sense of stretch through the spine. Breathing out as I scoop and tuck, drawing my tummy in and out as I arch. Last one. And then on this last one, we're just going to hold that rounded position. Slowly roll your spine back up into standing. And we're going to take a nice breath in, growing as tall as you can and breathing out. Let's go back to those little shoulder blade lifts, breathing in and out. Each time those shoulder blades drop, feel the roof of the mouth reach towards the ceiling. 2 more. I'm just going to do a couple of breaths, just breathing down into the belly. And as you breathe out again, pushing that breath as if you're pushing down through your feet and legs. Thank you, and hope to see you again soon.